my darling Erica. Another day without you. The storm we've been sitting through has subsided, and I'm going over to the main island to commission the young man your sister recommended to do an oil of you. Until the day your loveliness returns from the beyond to reality, your portrait and I will share the hours. My darling Erica, I have to go. Quito is waiting. Sleep well, my love. I love you, and I need you.
And my needs do not include your advice, Reverend Dawson. But I must say that I am surprised that you took the time to visit here and offer it.
It's for your own good, Mrs. Marshall, and your daughters.
Holly, I might have known. But I don't intend to be drawn into that argument again. I imagined that by now you would have been well on your way to finding her.
I have taken a leave of absence for that very purpose.
To run after a runaway? Or has Holly taken a leave of absence, too?
Holly's leave should be permanent, Mrs. Marshall. She didn't belong at Wesley House.
As her mother, I'm more qualified to be the judge of that. I know what's best for my daughter. I've lived with her faults, and I'm aware of the steps to correct them.
But an institution is a poor substitute for a mother's love. And that's what Holly needs, love and understanding.
So far, all we've discussed are Holly's needs and mine. What about yours, Reverend? You remember that my daughter is not yet 21, that legally she is still a minor, and that with or without your leave of absence from the pulpit, you are still a man of God and are expected to conduct yourself in keeping with your sacred oath.
I do remember, Mrs. Marshall. I only wish you would. Then perhaps the two of us can help Holly instead of continuing to hurt her.
How about Holly's mother? Me? Must I continue to be hurt?
What's this, Quito? Quito, I have no time for this at the moment. But where is Raxel? She knows we're leaving for the main island soon. I can't possibly leave Erica alone in the cryonics capsule without being absolutely certain that the gauges will be carefully checked. And that was one point that Dr. Patton emphasized very clearly. Dr. Carr is too distressed to lend a hand. Look, we must find Raxel. I will not leave Erica unattended. It's enough to drive any man to drink. The incompetence of household help.
Look, must you be everywhere?
I've been blessed with the power. Or should I say, cursed with it? Then why let it go to waste?
Look, why do you drive to make me believe that you and I are one? Now, perhaps I am one with you. Or perhaps I am a devil, as Raxel says you are. Whatever your strange power is that forces me to lose control over myself and commit inadvertent actions, I beg you, please, please do not place in jeopardy the cryonics process or the ultimate return of my darling Erica to these arms where she rightfully belongs.
Then mum's the word about her before everyone on the main island begins to think you have bats in your belfry. Now just do as I say, and there she will be in your arms.
And if I don't...
Then she won't.
All right. Look, if I cut you to pieces, will I be free then?
Who knows? But if you do, you might just cut your dear, sweet Erica free of you. The choice is yours, but I promise you this. I won't bleed.
Axel is right.
I'm a devil? As you yourself said, maybe you are too? Now, how does the saying go? As thick as thieves.
That's a strange way to talk about a family relationship.
Don't be silly, it was just an expression. But Holly always was much closer to her father than to me.
Making the years without him so much emptier for her. She misses him terribly, that's obvious. Don't you honestly believe his death contributed to her seeming defiance of you? And of everyone, for that matter.
Seeming? Reverend, she is defiant. Which is why I put her in Wesley House in the first place. And which is why I intend to return her there as soon as I can find her.
Seen Holly?
First names already? You are making time.
Marking time, you mean? Well, at least for now. Look, all I was trying to do was to create a friendly and informal atmosphere for a guest.
Friend is the key word, Tim. Not to be cliché, the cards seem to be stacked against her. The 9 of Swords. Holly's going to need every friend she can find.
Need every friend.
The cards keep spelling out the same warning. Tim, did you ever hear of ESP?
Extrasensory perception, oh sure.
Look, if I had 5 concealed cards, what would you figure the average is for guessing 1 card correctly?
Concealed cards are against the law.
No, seriously, Tim. Do you know there's a provable statistic? It's 1 out of 5 and 5 out of 25.
Every time?
Of course not, averaged over 1,000 deals.
5 out of 25. Oh, that's pretty good.
Anything above that is no longer chance. So there has to be some other explanation. What would you guess my cumulative average is?
More.
13.
25? Oh, hey, you're breaking the law.
The law of probability. And this does too.
What?
These tarot cards mean nothing except as symbols. But the 9 of Swords, or Spades, is the card of death. Why does it always turn up with Holly every time I deal the deck?
For the last time, Reverend, will you tell me where Holly is?
If she wants you to know, then she will tell you.
I warn you. I'll even the score for helping her to defy me.
Mrs. Marshall, vindictiveness is not vindication. Holly ran from you, not to you. Will you ever try to realize why?
I'm beginning to realize why you helped her to run. Suddenly, a child seemed like a woman to you. A child who is going to be very rich very soon. A child who knows how to twist men around her little finger. I ought to know. I lost a husband to her.
You lost your husband to God, Mrs. Marshall. And perhaps your daughter to the Lord's will.
Or to the devil.
Well, I was wrong about Raxel. She was with my wife all the while. We can go now, Quito.
Hi, Tim.
Hi.
Still at the cards, I see.
Yeah, Vanjie does tricks with them.
Oh, that's not what I heard. How about reading my future, Miss Abbott? Not now. I've got other things to do. What did I do? Speak out of turn?
Forget it, huh?
Why? Why the sudden freeze?
Will you buy some advice? Just cool it, huh?
Sure. Life's too short anyway. Hey, you're regular Da Vinci. These ones are good. You know, he looks familiar. Oh, of course, I saw him in the bar the night I came. Who is he?
Just a guy.
Wow. 2 sudden freezes in less than a minute. And in the Caribbean yet. Look. Clue me in, I'm curious.
Will you forget him?
Well, you sound like you'd like to. What's there about this guy that bugs you so much?
You wouldn't understand.
Look, Tim, I have a high IQ and a very low boiling point, and if nobody's going to...
Okay. He's a collector.
Oh, not of pictures.
He wouldn't know a Rembrandt from a Picasso.
Tim, you got a habit.
Oh. Look, all I got is a debt.
And he's looking for the payoff.
Which he's gonna get. I hope.
For your sake, I hope.
Why? You care.
Chalk me up for a loser. I always cheer with the underdog.
Well, what makes you a loser?
Why? You care?
Yeah. I care. Okay? All right, talk.
Trying to outrun my mother.
Why?
Because she's a monster. I hope yours is nicer.
She's dead.
Oh, Tim, I'm sorry, really.
Oh, no, it's not the fact of dying, it's the way of it. You know, everybody talks about the high cost of living. You know, it costs more to die. That's why this ugly is sitting on my neck.
A loan shark?
A barracuda. Yeah, I was broke. My mother was incurable. And all I hope to do is to make her more comfortable. And even the most cheap hospital is inexpensive.
What are you gonna do?
Pay him off.
You gonna do an inheritance or something?
Oh, that lucky I'm not.
I'm due to come into one soon. I'm gonna be rich. I'll still be unhappy. And unlucky. That's my problem. Hey, what are you gonna do about yours?
You ever heard of Jean-Paul Desmond?
Oh, I've only been here one day, and that's all I do hear about. He's some kind of a rich kook, isn't he?
Oh, well, let's hope not too kooky. There's this big fat island you see across the channel.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that, too. Mel Jardin. Ugh, what a name.
Yeah. Well, along with about half the world, Jean-Paul Desmond owns it. And he has a beautiful wife who has a beautiful sister, who promised me that she'd get him to commission me to do a portrait of Mrs. Desmond for 7,500 smackaroos.
Oh, Tim, that's cool. Don't you dig it?
Well, I'll believe it when I see it.
I'll keep my fingers crossed for you.
Now that I dig. Oh, Holly, I'm gonna have you cast in bronze and wear you around my neck like a lucky charm. Jean-Paul Desmond.
Right, wait here, will you, Quito, please? Why do you imagine anything is wrong at Maljardin?
The cards have been speaking to me again.
I'll have a scotch on the rocks, please. You know, you amaze me. You still cling to these old superstitions.
The 9 of Swords still chills my nerve ends.
Oh, yes, that's the card of death. Isn't that what you told me?
It keeps turning up in connection with those around you. And after what happened to Dr. Mencken,
How did you hear about that?
Quito brought his body across yesterday. Everyone knows.
Of course.
I guess now you'll be leaving the island.
Why should I?
With your wife in the last months of pregnancy, she shouldn't be so far away from a doctor.
She isn't. Her sister is with her. She's a doctor. Now, Tim Stanton.
Over there.
You're sure the club won't mind losing him for a while?
Unless you commission a portrait, we're going to lose him anyway. For good.
Oh, the visiting mafia. Leave it to me. I'll give Stanton the money, let him pay them. I'll just finish this drink and have a few words with him.
Your wife will love his work.
Will she?
Enjoy your cola.
We should be drinking champagne. After all, it's a celebration. Here, to the establishment.
Are you kidding? Well, that guy's not budging. I hope he's not going to renege.
He won't. What am I going to do when you're over there painting that picture? I'm going to miss you.
Sun and fun, remember?
Oh, I said I had some bread, not the bakery. Not yet, anyway.
Well, maybe I can get Vanjie to get you some kind of special rate.
No charity, thank you. You know, when I'm 21, I'm going to be so establishment that I won't even speak to the likes of you.
All right, Miss Warbucks. Anyway, in the meantime, you can get Vanjie to advance you some kind of credit.
Or maybe I could take over from you.
Are you an artist?
No, but you do other odd jobs, don't you?
Oh, you're too frail and too pretty. Gee, I hope nothing's the matter. Mr. Desmond doesn't seem to be very happy.
For a guy who's supposed to have everything, he looks like he's got a lot of problems.
Which is what's worrying me.
Tim Stanton.
Yes, sir.
$7,500. This will get your creditors off your neck.
It's an awful lot of money, sir. I hope I can earn it.
If you happen to need any more, let me know.
How can I thank you?
Bring my wife, Erica, to life.
I'll do my best.
Good. Now, Quito and I are going in for mail and supplies here on this island. We'll return and meet you at 5 o'clock. And then we'll leave for our island. Oh, bring a bag. You may be staying a long time.
say not to worry?
Oh, yeah, I guess. Oh, he's nice, isn't he?
How dreamy. But strange.
Oh, how do you mean?
I don't know. Just the way he talks about that wife he's supposed to love so much, it's as if... I don't even know how to say it.
I do, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna count my blessings and pat my bag.
Tim,
Yeah?
have a ball.
You too.
Ollie? Tim put in a word for you. You're not an artist. You can't be a general utility man, but we'll find something for you to do. How did you find out what... Why don't you leave me alone? Get out!
I'm ready, sir.
I'm very sorry. I'm afraid Quito, oh, that's my servant. He had to take the boat back to our island first. There was an urgent message for my housekeeper. But when he returns, we'll leave.
Excuse me, sir. Will your wife want to sit for me today?